Hey everybody, it's GoblinX and welcome back to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Early Access event. Thanks again to Wizards Coast for providing me with this promotional early access entry. And without further ado, let's get back into the set. I have been having a blast so far. The mechanics have been really fun. It is a smaller set like the Spider-Man set, so it's probably not going to have too much longevity when it comes to drafting. You'll have played all the archetypes after about a week or so, but I will say the gameplay has been pretty cool so far, and I'm excited to do some more of it. So without further ado, let's get into another draft. We have played blue-red a ton, and then red-white once and green-black once. So I'm pretty happy to have opened two really solid-looking black spells, because we've only played black the one time so far. We've got a great removal spell with Shredder's Technique, 2 and a black to destroy a creature enchantment. And specifically, if you destroy an enchantment, you lose 2 life. But just destroying a creature is just straight up 3 mana, no extra cost. And then Southwind Avatar gives you some life gain whenever your creatures are dying, and pings your opponent at the same time. So, pretty nice way to start off with 2 solid looking black spells. Pick number 2 now. There's the red-white Signpost Uncommon, 4 mana, 2/4 flying. Whenever another creature enters, they get +1/+0. Whenever you attack, exile a creature, then return to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Interesting. So that can redo like enter the battlefield effects pretty well. Couple great-looking white removal spells. Destroy a tapped creature or cast for only 2 mana. Or sorry, destroy any creature for 5 or destroy a tapped creature for only 2 mana. And then Uneasy Alliance to shut off attackers and blockers. There's also Bespoke Bow, which is a very nice tempo play. Although I don't know how supported blue-black is. I don't think that's one of these supported color pairs. I do think black-white is. Black-white and black-green are the 2 supported black color pairs. In fact, are all of the supported color pairs in this set all the enemy colors? Black-white, black-green, green-blue, blue-red, and red-white. Yeah. The enemy color pairs are the supported pairs, if you know what the enemy colors are. If you don't know what the enemy colors are, if you look at the back of a Magic card, you'll see the color wheel: white, blue, black, red, green. Any colors that are right next to each other, those are allied colors. And colors that are across from each other are the enemy colors. Wish I had a symbol to show off, but it is what it is. Anyways, pick 3 now. More great black spells. Let's take more great black spells. Anchovy and Banana Pizza seems like it has a lot of synergies and combos to anything that can pick up an artifact or flicker one of your permanents, and you're going to keep destroying creatures over and over and over again. So I think Anchovy and Banana Pizza is going to be a really high pick for all of the gross little combos you can do with it. And then Shredder just looks like a big, gnarly finisher. Stomp by the Foot's really efficient removal. There's a second Shredder, but that's not the kind of card I really want duplicates of. I'm going to grab Koya here, because if you kick the Koya is really good. 7 mana total, a lot of mana, but you get a flyer and permanently exile one of your opponent's creatures at that point. And before then, you can still flicker your own card for value, like flickering a Foot Ninjas to gain some more life. None of these cards look super exciting. I'm going to pass up on Bebop here. Just take some of the cheap cards. Make Your Move could be playable if we don't find enough removal. And what do we have in pack 2 now? We got Madame Null for an on-color rare. Whenever another creature you control enters, pay life equal to its power if you do put that many counters on it. A little risky, but you can make your stuff really big, so that seems good. There's another Koya. Koya's small enough, I think the legend rule doesn't matter too much. Small and 7 mana for when we're actually happy with Koya. So I think I'm okay to take a second copy of that, even through the legend rule. The legend rule, of course, if we have 2 legends of the same name on the board, we have to sacrifice one of them, so you can't really play another legend when you have one down. All right. Pick number 2. Lita's a 2 mana 2/1, but over time becomes really big. Gives you all kinds of abilities. That seems fine. Turtle Blimp seems okay. Value, 5 mana for a 3/4 flyer and a 2/2. But of course, the flyer's a vehicle, so you have to keep tapping stuff to do it. Still seems okay. Maybe better than the Pain 101 combat trick. Yeah, I'll take a blimp. I mean, 8 mana is a lot. 8 mana is a lot, but I cannot Imagine losing too many games where you resolve this card. 8 mana, 9/6 flash, destroy up to 3 creatures. Like one-sided board wipe. You just destroy all of their important cards. Ooh, this is a really nice sneak card. Draw a card off of it when you hit your opponent. I'm going to take that over the removal of Grounded for Life there. We've been getting a good chunk of removal just by being in the really removal-heavy color pairs of black and white. Speaking of getting a removal, there we go, Dimensional Exile. Could take Grounded for Life, but I could also take Fixing or another Turtle Blimp. Probably don't want 2 Turtle Blimps, do I? I'll take another removal. Pick 5. What is the Foot Elite? 3 mana, 2/4. Whenever it attacks, another creature gets +1/+0 indestructible 10 on turn. Not the greatest. Let's get another 2-drop. And yeah, sure, I'll try the Foot Elite. We're definitely in the open color pair. Everybody's found their lane. Pack 3. What do we have? Doesn't look like a lot. Search your library or outside of the game for exactly 4 legendary cards with different names. Reveal them. Your opponent chooses 2. You put those into your hand, the rest into the library. Doesn't say how many legends we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. I'll try out Turtles Forever. The Sneak Removal spell. Target creature +3/+3 till end of turn, and target creatures -3/-3 till end of turn. So this is kind of a blowout in exactly the spot where you attack with 2 creatures and your opponent blocks one of them. Then the unblocked creature gets snuck to then buff your other one with a combat trick and kill another one of their creatures with -3/-3. So kind of narrow, but could be really explosive. Versus definitely good Stomp by the Foot. But I guess I just take both here. Although we would like Leonardo just for another random legend for that rare. But I'll take both of those. Here we go. Here's a good-looking legend. I see a legendary card that makes tokens, and I'm like, that's probably great. 5 mana, 2/4. When Sally Pride enters, create X 2/2 red mutant tokens for X number of non-token creatures you control. Whenever Sally attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature control. Yeah, that is incredible. And then Leonardo is a legend we don't have in here yet, so we're making our Turtles Forever really good. We could take Foot Headquarters, but we are 2 colors and 2 colors only. So we're doing okay mana-wise. It would still be helpful, but I'm not going to take it over Legends. Let's do these 2 here. The Sneak card and the Flyer. Just some natural synergy there. Leonardo wheeled. Good to see. And we got the removal to wheel as well. White was just completely open. All right. Very excited about this deck. Quite a different archetype from what we've been doing, and it looks like we've got a lot of very powerful cards for it. 26 creatures. So immediately we can cut like 10 creatures. Obviously cut the Punk Frogs. We're just a black-white deck. Second copy of some legends. I'm still going to keep a Koya in here, I think. So this is like black-white Sneak. It's the archetype. I feel like this Coloniax is just not that exciting. It's a lot of high-flying aces. Sneaking a Koya back to hand is really strong. So that we can play them again later for like 7. I think I'm okay with just 5 2-mana or less cards. I might not need the Tunnel Rats at all, but let's cut all these. 19 creatures still. Oh, Leonardo's got Sneak. Oroku's got Sneak. Foot Ninjas. I might cut the Foot Ninjas, because we've got that other Sneak. We also have the Shredder. Maybe I cut one of the Koyas too. got 1 rats, 1 foot ninja. That's 17 creatures now. Oh, Leonardo has sneak as well. Some of our spells have sneak. I'll cut a foot ninjas. Okay. 9 non-creature cards to cut. Just put them all in one pile and just put the good stuff in. So what is the absolute best stuff? Turtles Forever is probably not actually that crazy. It's just a draw 2 for 4, but it's 2 creatures when you cast it. And I want to play it because we have enough legends to play it, so that'll be fun. But then we just put in like the best removal spells. 2 mana exile anything. Quite good. 3 mana destroy anything or sneak, which is good. 4 mana destroy anything. We don't really have ways to pick that up, sadly. We didn't really get the pizza combos to pick that permanent up and put it back into our hand. Yeah, the pizza's actually not that good in this deck. How many cards am I putting back in at this point? We have 16 creatures, which means we can have 7 non-creature spells and be on 17 lands. So 4 more. Let's put in Karai's Technique 3 grounded for life. Is that reasonable? I might play some Stomp by the Foot instead of grounded for lives. But that looks perfectly fine to me. All right. Call it a deck here, hop into the gameplay, see how far this one can take us. All right, here we are for game number 1, immediately against the Ham TV Kyle Rose, a former pro player, now Twitch streamer that is incredibly good at the game. Famously great at draft. So we're going to start off with kind of a final battle here. Some fierce competition. Oh, but even the best players in the world can have mana issues. That is Kyle on the play, stuck on 2 lands. Sneak in a Shredder here, just get a 6/4 getting in there. Michelangelo is the play. Send in everybody. Okay. I either Shredder and trade, or I spend a combat trick. I think I'd rather just Shredder and trade. Get that 6/4 down ASAP. Retro Mutation, fair enough. Still counts as another creature on my board, which is very relevant here. Because it's going to make Sally Pride make more tokens, and then it's also going to be sackable to the Stomped by the Foot. Michelangelo, just a 4/4 and a mutagen right now. I think I'm supposed to Stomped by the Foot, but I don't like that I'm not playing any creatures the turn I do that. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just supposed to do this. Omni Cheese Pizza, draw a card, and they can gain 3 as well. Find a black source and then play a Mona Lisa. Okay. Not hitting my lands. What can Turtles Forever even find? Our 8 drop that I don't want to play. Oroku, Madame Null, Koya, Lita. I don't really want to draw cards right now. I want to keep playing the board, so we just play the Avatar. Send it. Like, if there's any cards I want to draw, it's lands, and Turtles Forever does not draw lands unless you have a legendary land. Nope, specifically legendary creatures, not even legends. Has to be legendary creatures with Turtles Forever. Mutagen up the Mona Lisa. Play a Pizza Face. That's going to be a big stabilizer because that's going to give them another creature. Turn something into a 3/3 here. Yeah, huge stuff. All right, but we finally hit the 5th mana. If we hit it on curve, they'd have been super dead, but this is still really strong. Eats a pizza. Primordial Pachyderm. Island Cycle to Stockman. Oof. What a draw. I mean, they're probably already dead on board, to be honest. But they're definitely dead to Leonardo. Okay, yeah, they just take it. It's just super lethal. Sally Pride is bonkers. This has gotta be one of the best rares in the set. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being the best rare in the set. That is pretty insurmountable if you have a couple creatures out when you play her. All right, we got there. Opponent got very unlucky. And so we beat an incredible player. Good stuff. 1-0 heading into game number 2. Oh boy, there are not a crazy amount of players in early access events like this, so it is gonna be a rematch, which I'm not excited about. Because I think we just got pretty lucky. I don't know how good this matchup is. It seems like Kyle's got a lot of stuff to stabilize late game. That is gonna make this difficult. One less point of damage here, but it makes sure these are both out. I don't have to spend the 3 mana on Leonardo. Just a bunch of pizza. Okay. Guess I'm just curving out with a flyer at this point. Oh yeah, I should have played it first for 1 more damage. Wrong sequence. Could have untapped somebody with Koya as well, but that's less relevant. The 1 damage is the relevant part. Primordial Pachyderm is the play. And that is one of those many great stabilizers I was talking about, but hello, Shredder's Technique. Pizza Face is another one. Hello, Grounded for Life. Kyle's down to 3, but he's got 3 food tokens. So not really at 3. Eat a food, go to 6. Play a land, eat a food, go to 9. Eat a food, go to 12. All right. Just buy some time. Kyle down to 5 and work our way towards Armagon mana. Or Armagon? I'm not sure. Oh my god. Wow. Kyle is the king of Flood today, and somehow gets incredibly unlucky 2 games in a row. Good stuff from the deck, though. We just curved out and played a bunch of removal early. And that is really going to punish any stumbles in your draws. And we were lucky enough to have the Ham TV stumble twice in a row. That is 2-0 heading into game number 3. I was going to feel real bad if it was... Oh, wait, it won't be. This is a quick... not even a quick draft, a pick 2 draft. I just realized we completely knocked Kyle out of the draft. It's 2 losses and you're out. That's going to feel awful. Just lose to the same deck twice. That's brutal. I'm going to keep this. We don't really do anything till turn 3, but we have the early removal. And Mad Emerald's fun. Okay, well now I can Leonardo this turn. It's off curve because we drew these lands in the wrong order, but does mean we're doing something this turn. Green, red. Play a 2/2. Bonjour, madame. And they do throw removal at her. Trade's good for our opponent because they get the mutagen token out of it. Dimensional Exiles, the draw. I don't feel like throwing any removal at this 2/2. So we'll drop the Foot Elite down, get that ready to attack. Our opponent's on green, red, and blue. There's the hench bots that I will spend removal on, get my card back. Turtles Forever is the draw, though. I've got a lot of strong legends. So if I pick Armagon, Sally Pride, then those 2 are going to the grave, and I can guarantee draw a Koya and an Oroku. I feel like if I play Turtles Forever, I'm going to want to use it on all of the non-rare legends. So I don't put those in the grave. I think I'm just not going to use it yet. I'm just going to play to the board for now. Get my stuff back. Poke them. Like a light jingling sound, I think, coming from this fairy that I wish I could turn off. It's probably not even audible to you because I do turn the game audio down quite a bit in the recording. But it's like literally just in one ear. It's like ringing. And I know it's from this because when I muted it, it stopped. Okay. Kill Leonardo. I guess, what if I mute emotes? That disables pets too, usually. Okay. It did stop the pet audio. That's what it was, that fairy. What the heck? I didn't know I could hear that well. Yeah, that stopped the audio. That's crazy. What are you doing? Sneaking your zoo escapees out of here. Get a mutagen token. Fair enough. There's Lita. I think I'm going to cast Turtles Forever here at this point, with neither of us really having that much pressure on each other. And if I draw any more non-rare legends, I won't have enough left. So one Koya, one Leonardo, one Oroku, and one Shredder. Oh, hello, Donatello. I don't know if I have any in my sideboard. I can search and outside the game, so technically I should be able to look at the sideboard too, but I already clicked all four. I think I'm playing at least one copy of every legend that I drafted. There's not a second copy either of these, so yeah, I don't think there's any legends in the sideboard that aren't also in the deck right now. Oh, hold up. I just realized something about Turtles Forever. It is not like Gifts Ungiven, which was like my default thought process. It is... You shuffle the rest back into the deck, so I could have picked the big scary rares and then gotten the best whatever two commons and uncommons I wanted, basically. I'm not going to sneak Leonardo in there. Yeah, I shortcut this to being like Gifts Ungiven or Realms Uncharted, because most of these cards you search for four cards, two of them go to the grave, the rest go to your hand. This one, the rest go to the library. Two to the hand, two to the library. Well, this way it'll be a surprise when we draw bomb rares. They'll be like, what? Why didn't you click on them? Because I'm stupid. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that crewed it this turn, and then if that creature has a mutant, ninja, or turtle, double the counters on it. Yikes. At least that's something that only works on the aggressive, really. It is a 4/4 blocker, so it's going to be a problem, but it doesn't go crazy till it attacks. Man, yeah, 4/4 is a stat line here. I think I'm just scrying a bunch with Lita, trying to find like Armagon or something. Action News crew can get out of here. So literal perfect draws would be like land, and then I pick up Tunnel Rats and play it, and then land, and then after that Armagon, because then I've got the 8 mana just in time. Or Sally, whatever. Sally Pride. Because Sally Pride is just immediately stupid. Basically immediately GG. We don't have to wait till 8 mana like we would with Armagon. Just gonna juice up the zoo escapees. Nope, they juice up Michelangelo. Okay. Like a bunch. Okay, that's scary. But we'll have a good crackback here at least. If they don't have another creature in their hand for cheap. Okay. Southwind Avatar's kind of a good draw here. Because I can go +1/+1 counter. And then I guess Foot Elite just dies here, sadly. But 8 damage gets in. And then the Avatar gains me 4 and they take 1 more. That's worth it. I don't think I'm heroicing. I mean, they still take 3 instead of 4. Yeah, no, I actually am. 1 less point of damage is fine. It's another Lita trigger as well. Scry and find a grounded for life. I'll take it. Put them to 5, drain them for 1 with Avatar. Good stuff. Ouch. That was a really good turn for our opponent. Donatello, 3/4 plus draw a card plus the bow. Now they can get a massive swing in. I think, as good as our last turn was, I think Turtle Van outraces us with this backup here. Yeah, I mean, I think that's literally lethal right now if they attack with everybody. Wait, no, it only doubles counters on the thing that crewed it, not the other ones. Okay, so yeah, it's not lethal. It would be 14, would be at 3, and then they would die on the crackback. Okay. They just block both of these. Nobody gets in, no sneaking happens. Do I just hardcast Avatar plus Leonardo and try to have 3 creatures die? Honestly, sounds like my best bet at this point. Scry a land to the bottom and pass. Roku Chump attack could be worth it there. Draw a card, drain them for a life. We can't double block any of them because they all have counters on them. There's a big draw 3 from our opponent. Lessons from life. Genghis Frog. What a name. Another mutagen. play a land. They don't have any food tokens. Counter on Genghis Frog. Two removal spells is not enough. It is interesting. Whenever another creature you control dies, so not off of the avatar itself. Is it a bad idea to just flunge everybody to put them to one? Probably. All right, Oroku only draws a card when she hits our opponent. Or when they hit our opponent? I don't know. Yeah, so this is just a triple ping. See if we can get a good stomped by the foot somewhere. Okay. I can stomp there to keep a creature. Grounded for life, Michelangelo. No. Just get the pings and then grounded for life on blocks. I feel like that was not worth it. If anything, I probably should have stomped Michelangelo just to kill a bigger creature here. Rather than keep anymore. Just get them down to one life. If we somehow don't die on this swing and they don't kill the avatar, what I could do is return Tunnel Rats to my hand, and then next turn I attack with Oroku, the Oroku dies. Then I play the rats and blow up my own rats. That's a way to win here. $17 damage right now. If they kill the avatar, we lose, period. This is enough damage that I have to cast Grounded for Life. Then I need them to not have more creatures to play. Unless they don't, like, flunge. If they don't flunge, then we just take it all and try to blow up our own tunnel rats. Because I think if they had a way to blow up Avatar, they would have just killed Avatar pre-combat to try to kill us. Apologies. Take 12. Land for turn. Oh my god, I think we get there. Oh, Tunnel Rats go straight to the battlefield. That's even better. But then I don't even need the Grounded for Life at that point. These two creatures die and they die. Southwind Avatar got the hands out stretched too. Like, what are you going to do about it? Hope you enjoy that. Incredible work from Southwind Avatar. They have no way on board to avoid taking at least one damage from each of these, either by killing them or just taking the damage straight to the face. And there we go. 2 pings will do it. From 2 to 0. That was really cool. I think Southwind Avatar was one of the rares I was like the least excited about in this deck. Like, still a solid card for sure. But I wasn't expecting it to be so pivotal in a victory like it was in that one. That was huge stuff from it. That is 3-0, undefeated heading into the final battle. All right, here we are on the play for the final battle against a member of Wizards of the Coast. Time to bully the WotC employees. If I win this game, you have to make another Alara set. It's been way too long. Why did we revisit Why did we revisit Tarkir before we revisited Alara? When Alara came out so long before Tarkir. Oh wow, this is just really good even if you don't sneak it. I was probably undervaluing this a little bit. I feel like it's probably the play here. Boop boop. Beep boop. In my brain, I was undervaluing this. I think technically I still took it like pick 2 in whatever pack I took it in. Okay. Drop the Koya down. Now we have a flyer to bounce back for a Roku. Mighty Mutanimals is a really, really good card. I think that was like our best card in our last draft deck. Just is so much power, so much damage, so fast. 5 power immediately, and then every other creature they play comes with another +1/+1 counter somewhere. So that's really scary. Okay. Sneak an Oroku in. Could actually even replay the Koya and exile the token. That's pretty sick. Especially now that, like, if I make it to high mana values, I'm going to be playing Armagon instead of Koya. Rock Soldiers. Do. Take 5. Unless we take a trade somewhere. Take a trade for Leonardo. I think that's fine. Dimensional Exile. Cool. Probably exile Mutanimals, stop them from getting more counters. Play a Foot Elite. There is a way to blow up enchantments in the set. Blowing up that enchantment would be really good for our opponent. That's the one issue with going for the exile removal. So that it can get bounced back onto the board, get the token back again. Ravenous Robots was to play this turn, which is a really fun one. It makes a 1/1 robot every time they cast another artifact. Really cool card. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Blow up our flyer. Flicker their 2/3. 2 lands away from winning the game with Armagon. Foot Elite just bounces off of the Mouser. Unless I spend removal on Mouser to attack through the robots, that feels too bold. I think we just hold this Grounded for Life and make sure if they draw any bomb rare, it's not going to kill us. And we just bide our time until we can play Armagon by like recasting Tunnel Rats. Alright. That is much scarier than the robots right now. Especially in Boros and Red-White where not all their cards can be artifacts. So I'll blow that up. One mana away from Armagon, winning essentially immediately. Wingnut Bat on the Belfry. Buffs all the attacking creatures every time it attacks. We're not really sneaking through right now, so just play a Shredder. I guess Death Touch Tunnel Rat Swing is decent, considering its ability to reanimate itself. Actually, that was a big misplay. If we gave Death Touch to the Foot Elite, it's high enough toughness, they'd have to double block it to kill it, and if it has Death Touch when they have to double block it, that's incredible, and then by it attacking, the rats would then be indestructible, so just all of our attacks would be in, but doesn't matter, we get Armagon, and so we just play Busted Rare, win games of Magic. Alright, yeah, we really should have. Death Touch on Foot Elite would have been really, really good there. I gotta keep that in mind. Death Touch with high toughness creatures makes blocking them pretty difficult, so if your opponent's really low on life, it can be worth it. Alright. 4-0. Let's go. Great records in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so far, and this was a really fun deck. Black and white were just really, really open. We got past several incredible rares, as well as taking several early. I mean, this Sally Pride went to us really quite late, if I remember right. I believe it was pick 3, which means it was when we took our 5th and 6th card, I think, which is wild to me. But that just means that there just wasn't anybody in white except for us. Yeah. Deck was awesome. Deck was fun. Sneaking around has been fun. Running a bunch of removal, playing a good curve, and getting a lot of sneak value. Just a bajillion rares in here too. I guess the Koi's are not rares. Really, really good stuff from the deck. And again, I stand by what I've been saying about the set so far, about the format so far. It has similar flaws to the Spider-Man set in that it is a smaller set. It's a smaller set with a lot of legends and everything, so it probably will be repetitive, much quicker than most draft formats, as you'll have played all of the archetypes relatively soon, but I had that problem with Lorwyn, and that was a large set too. So yeah, I mean, that's like the one flaw that I could see, and that's something that'll come up in the future. As it stands for right now, during pre-release, during like the first week of playing the set, pretty fun mechanics. Pretty fun mechanics. I do enjoy them. Also, I have been winning a lot, which makes me like the set more. And a big part of that is I've been getting a lot of really good rares. But it is what it is. Pretty much every set now has a bunch of pretty gnarly bombs. This set looks to be no exception to that rule. We 4-0 on the back of some really good rares and some fun sneak cards today. But that is going to end today's video. As always, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members for their support, as well as you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you're interested in seeing some more, you can always like, comment, and subscribe to tell the YouTube algorithm to send you some more in your recommended feed. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. And other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Magic Arena.